Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. Actually, I think I already got it pulled up. Welcome back to another live stream. And as you can see, we're continuing to read this. I marked what page we left off on. We're gonna continue to read this. And as you can also see, I named the stream now Earth Talk, my my live stream series that I have not been live streaming for a long time. And I decided that this topic it wasn't about the Earth, but it was in the Earth, it was in the world. So I decided to name it as part of the Earth Talk series, and yeah, hopefully it fits pretty well. But the one thing I do want to point out after I get the stream starting to load on YouTube, because right now I do not see it yet. Come on, YouTube. Also, thank you guys for 110 subscribers. We are actually almost at 120 subscribers. We have 5 more subscribers to go before we hit 120. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos, but I'm back. I see we have Lydia here, we have JP here, and we have Batjohn here. So we have 3 people watching my live stream right now. Thank you all for watching my live stream today. And that's hilarious, Batjohn. This topic's basically on Star Wars, and you're watching a Family Guy episode that involves Star Wars. That is hilarious, man. Perfect timing. I mean, I did a live stream on this yesterday, but I'm still gonna do it today, and maybe I'll do a couple more episodes, but I know that today we're probably gonna finish the book. So yeah, but we might continue the Jediism episode or series, live streaming series. And Lydia, I do want to say one more month. one more, if you know what I mean, Lydia. Oh man, I'm excited. Yeah, I know who you are, Batjohn. I know who you are. Batjohn. Anyway, let's continue to our last left off I almost said last left off pace. So, we lastly left off on page 22, and this is basically where the galaxies are. And if we go, where is the first one on 1 point? Here it is. So as you can see right here, it says that Luke Skywalker put "Sight of my new Jedi Order." So that probably means that either Yavin or Megiddo is the site of Luke Skywalker's new Jedi Order. If you do know what that is, then good. Yeah, JP, I know Lydia because she's my cousin, and I know Batjohn from band. We're both in band class at school. So that's that. And then Ahsoka wrote a note that says, "My home planet isn't even on here." So apparently all of these all these planets right here are in this map. But I looked it up, and there are about like 5 million planets in the Star Wars solar system. So Ahsoka's apparently is not on here, because look at all these compared to 5 million. Yeah. Whoop. Drop something 1 sec, guys. So, okay, for the people that are new to this live streaming series, or not the Earth Talk series, but I mean like this topic today, which I know is Lydia and Batjohn. So basically, there is a new, some people call it a religion, some people just call it a following, But there's a new thing called Jediism, which is basically you follow what Jedis did in Star Wars, like all their religious stuff. And this book is called The Jedi Path, which is only 7 years old. This book was made in 2010. And this book, the Jedis don't call it their Bible, but some people that aren't in the Jediism religion call it their Bible. And this is basically their Bible, and it's a rule book for all the Jedis of the Jediism religion. It just tells them, like, what to wear, how to fight, the animals, and all this stuff. So, yeah, so that's basically what this book is. And Bat John, the secret that I would say of getting subscribers is just being active and also putting out content that you would think people would enjoy watching. And also make good thumbnails. But I use a computer program to make good thumbnails. It's called GIMP. But anyway, let's continue reading on the galactic... Actually, wait. I totally forgot to show you guys something at the beginning of this book. Where is it? Okay, we just passed it. So at the beginning of the book, not there, but here, Yavin Praxium is Jedi Praxium right here, and he is a Jedi scholar, and he has coined the term Praxium to describe a Jedi Academy as a place for the distillation of learning combined with action in the days of the Galactic Republic. Well-known Praxiums include those of Taya IV, I forget what Roman numeral number that is, Arcana, Assus, and Dantun. The only Jedi Praxium during the time of the New Republic was founded by Luke Skywalker on Yavin 4 in 11 ABY to train new Jedis. Which, let's see what does ABY mean? I know it means like after. It means after the Battle of Yavin. So basically, the Jedi Praxium was founded by Luke Skywalker 11 years after the Battle of the planet Yavin. So, and this guy wrote this at the beginning. Let's read what this says, and then we'll go to page 23 to see what the rest of the book says. So, and it also has this little timeline. So he said, "The Jedi Path is one of the most amazing discoveries made since the opening of the new Jedi Academy. It was found among the artifacts recently acquired from a squib salvage scow near the ruins of Bass." Let's see what that is. Wikipedia. Bass was a planet located within the deep core region of the galaxy. It was connected via a hyperspace route to the planet Praxton. So, there's that. It was first created by the Dark Empire. And, so it was first created by the Dark Empire. So, let's keep reading. While the holocrons we've recovered contain more specific detail, this heavily worn manual is a tangible echo of a time long lost. Our historians estimate the text was set down a decade or more after the end of the New Sith War in 1000 BBY. Our historians estimate the text was set down a decade or more after 1,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. Its authors, Jedi Masters of the Age, used the changed political structures and newfound peace as an impetus to codify the role of the Jedi Order and to establish traditions that endured for centuries. I just paused to see if you guys are saying anything. This particular copy of the book appears to date from around 100, so 115 years before the Battle of Yendor. Sorry, I had that name in my head from my dad. Before the Battle of Yavin. So this book was made 115 years before the Battle of Yavin and was passed from master to Padawan in succession, some of whom I knew and some of whom exist as legends only. It is therefore of considerable historical and personal significance. The thoughts and observations of each owner are recorded in their handwritten comments, scrawled on the pages, which makes for interesting reading. To the best of our historian's knowledge, the following diagram is when each annotator possessed the volume. So Yoda had the book first, then Tham did, then Dooku, then Qui Gon Jinn, then Obi-Wan Kenobi, then Anakin Skywalker, then Ahsoka, and then Darth Sidious. And Luke Skywalker. And then Luke Skywalker said this: I continued the practice of annotating the book's text, for I sensed it should remain a living document through its teachings. I have gained a greater understanding of what it means to be a Jedi, and I am honored to preserve its wisdom for generations to come. Now, let's go to page 23 and read the rest of this book, because we are on page 23 and there are 45 pages. So we have 22 pages left. We are on 23 and we have 22 pages left. So let's read what this says. And can you guys see this? I'm just making sure. Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. So let's read what the book says. Be thankful you can sense the living force, young Intenants, which is the youngest of all the Jedis. Outside the Jedi Temple, you will discover an infinite variety of life forms that contribute to the universal energy field. All of them are worthy of a Jedi's protection. And on that, we have these two notes. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi said, Master Qui Gon has already tried to impress upon me the importance of reaching out, but my patience is tested whenever we attract a gaggle of patient life forms, which is often. And Ahsoka said, why am I not surprised? Make some friends. This is a fascinating speculation, but let's go in more and see what this actually is. So, this is a subfield of synthetic biology, the study of synthesizing and manipulating biological devices and systems. So that's what that is. Animals are what most call living creatures, not outwardly capable of speech or mathematics. As a Jedi, you will sense that this distinction isn't so simple. Most beasts do speak, if only among their own kind, and communicating in their tongue is a talent you can master. What follows is a sampling of the types of creatures you might encounter, but more information is always available in the archives, which I cannot actually... I tried this a long time ago. I could not get the Jedi archives. I thought I could, but I can't. Creatures can be found to exist in nearly any environment. If there's one thing I'm certain of, it's that the Force always finds a way. Amid the towering ice crystals of my ghetto. Let's see what that is. I'm going to keep doing this. Every time I see a word that I don't know, I'm going to search what it is on Google. So sorry if you don't want me to do that. If you do want me to do that because you don't know what it is, yay. My ghetto was a frigid, crystalline planet located in the galaxy's outer rim territories that was the home world of the Nerman species, an intergalactic banking Clan stronghold. It was aligned with the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars. It was the site of the Third Battle of Megiddo, and the Galactic Republic assaulted Megiddo during the Outer Rim sieges. During the early rebellion against the Galactic Empire, Megiddo was the site of a battle between the Empire and the Alliance to restore the Republic's 61st Mobile Infantry. During the Galactic Civil War, the planet's Imperial forces were attacked by the Plasma Devils. Sounds like a football team. Plasma Devils. And my mom agrees with me down there. She agrees with me on something on the live stream. Yay. The Plasma Devils. What is this? You'll find Praetorchus Candis. It's the Mageddon white worm. The Praetorchus Candis, most commonly known as the white worms of crystal worms of Megiddo, were enormous creatures that inhabited the towering ice crystals in the archives of the Jedi Order. And like I said, I can't find the archives of the Jedi Order or the Jedi Order. Actually, no, I could the Jedi Order, but I can't find the archives. Okay. Mageddon white worms, coiled in caves where their skin absorbs geothermal heat from the planet's core and converts it to food energy, like I just read, which I think is that thing right there. The Intinent Trials. The Intinent Trials. So, let's read this. When you reach the end of your years as Jedi Intinents, you will no longer be younglings and can no longer remain in the temple. Without growth, there is death. All of you must pass from Intinent into a new level of service. To reach this new level, you must complete the Intinent Trials. You should be well prepared for them at this stage. You must demonstrate your knowledge and understanding of the Jedi Code. You must also demonstrate self-discipline through meditation and lightsaber combat. You must prove that the Force flows through you and that you are not a rock stumbling, blocking its currents. All these things are to be accepted of one who has completed the training of a Jedi Intinent, but not all of you will pass through to the same place. Let's see what Yoda said over here. He said, demonstrate an understanding of all three. A youngling must be ready to be a Padawan. They are not. So Yoda added on to this, and he said that they must demonstrate an understanding of all three of these to be a Padawan. But if they don't understand all three, they are not a Padawan. So, yeah. Let's keep reading. Where did I stop? I think I stopped there. Some of you will graduate from Intinent to Padawan. This will see you appreciated to a Jedi Knight or Master, and is a necessary step in becoming a Knight or Master yourself. But competency at the Intinent Trials is not enough to earn a Padawan apprenticeship. You must force a bond with a Knight or Master, and some of you will discover that the Force does not wish you to follow such a path. Some of you will discover that the Force does not wish you to follow such a path. Meditate on it now, so you will be prepared should such a moment come to pass. You have all pledged to serve the Republic, and here's a part that Dooku highlighted. The members of the Jedi Service Corps are no less Jedi than those who roam the stars. And Dooku said, the existence of the Jedi Service Corps weakens the Order. Expelling intendants with low potential would improve our public standing. To defend the weak. If you are not taken as an apprenticed Padawan, a position in the Agricultural Corps or the Educational Corps will allow you to continue to follow the principles you have sworn to uphold and serve. You have sworn to uphold and serve the Republic as you have vowed. I didn't know how to stop there. Some of you may not follow either path. Regretfully, the Council may decide the path of the Jedi is not for you. If you arrive at this decision yourself, then it is the Force speaking to you, and you are not meant to follow the Jedi path. Should this be your destiny, remember your training as you build a new life and seek out opportunities to be of benefit to yourself and others. Let's see what Kenobi, Anakin, and I think this is Ahsoka said. Wrong. The Service Corps are some of the greatest members. And it is what Kenobi said. Anakin said, tend to agree with the original sentiment. Power should be concentrated in a few. Excuse me. And Ahsoka, I think, said, so many Force users still lose in the Empire some of the Force users still lose in the Empire. All the failed intendants who possess just enough knowledge to be dangerous. So, a Jedi intendant, this guy right there, can become a Padawan, Jedi Service Corps, or leaving the Order entirely. So, intendant can become a Padawan, Service Corps, or leaving the Order entirely. So, I'm going to keep reading, but I want to pause here and say, what do you guys think so far by the two live streams we've had? What do you guys think so far of the Jedi path, or the Jediism Bible, or the Jediism religion, or the Jediism following? What do you guys think of all this stuff? But let me keep reading. You guys say what you think, but let me keep reading. The final branch of the Jedi Service Corps is the most far-flung. The Exploration Corps considers the whole galaxy its territory, and its members are rarely found in the Jedi Temple, save for the ranking masters who report to the Reassignment Council. Instead, small Explorer Corps outposts can be found in particularly every republic, ordnance or regional deposits, or ORD, some of them dating back 10,000 years ago. So, 10,000 years ago is when these posts were first built, and they're still up. These refueling and resupply outposts are used for staging expeditions into nearby space. And the part that says resupply outposts are used for staging expeditions in nearby space, Luke said, a good idea. I've flown too many long-range missions in a single-seater X-Wing. The mission of the Explorer Corps is to uncover new planets, artifacts, species, creatures, and hyperroutes, and to assist any innocents that they may find in the course of their adventures. At each ORD base, the Explorer Corps team operates a few long-range scout ships, each light on armament, I think, but heavy on sensors and consumables. Members of the Explorer Corps are responsible for making first contact with any species that might join the Republic. It is a huge honor to represent the face of the Galactic Coalition. And that's the Explorer Corps scout ship, which looks pretty big, and you can see that probably like that's the cockpit where they drive it. These two things right here are the wings, and maybe like that is the booster. So yeah. Let's see what else we got. Not every species is friendly at first, so the Explorer Corps sees the most combat of any of the Jedi Service Corps. It also has the highest proportion of Knights and Masters serving in its ranks. Some Masters specialize in the art of Force Navigation, a technique that uses, here's what Force Navigation uses, but also Obi-Wan Kenobi has a note on it. So, Force Navigation uses outward directed meditation to smooth the tangles of hyperspace. And Kenobi said, I have seen Master Saensi Tin do this. It's remarkable, a bit beyond my abilities. So let's see who Saensi Tin is. Let's see who this guy is. Saensi Tin was a male Iktanchi from the moon Iktanchi. Tin was one of 12 Jedi Masters that sat on the Jedi High Council, and he served in the waning days of the Galactic Republic. He was talented and courageous in the area of lightsaber combat, piloting a starfighter, and was a veteran general of commanding troops in the Clone Wars. In the Clone Wars, which the Clone Wars was a conflict between the Republic and a breakaway state. Let's keep reading. And penetrate territories believed to be off limits. The Explorer Corps is slowly chipping away at the expanse of the unknown regions, one system at a time. In addition to managing the ORD bases, the Explorer Corps operates a number of Praxium ships. Intendants who move on to a career in the Explorer Corps will sooner or later find themselves aboard one of these mobile training academies. Okay. Sorry about the long pause, guys. Let me pull up the chat. One sec. There we go. Let's see. The Explorer Corps will sooner or later find themselves aboard one of these mobile training academies, where they can contribute their education while helping out with long-term space missions. The Explorer Corps is affiliated with both the Republic Survey Corps and the Intergalactic Zoological Society. The Academy of Jedi Archaeology is also affiliated with the Explorer Corps, whose members uncover relics and inscriptions that are then turned over to the Educational Corps for translation. Ahsoka said, the same foolish reason the Jedi thought they could succeed with the Outbound Flight project put a quick stop to that. And Luke Skywalker said, Outbound Flight supervisors are safe in the redoubt. One more step is overturning this monster's legacy. And by projecting Force meditation, an Explorer Corps member can maneuver a ship through dense hyperspace. And there's the sun, all this stuff. We are right now on page 28 of 45. And Each page has 2 pages. So like this is 1 page, this is page 28, but it has 2 pages on it, basically. Form 2 duels are a respected tradition among those masters who have earned the honorific of Blade Master. Every year during mid-year feat, let's see what that is, if there's any information on it. Oh, no, I did not mean to say back. Please don't go back. I mean, what was I at? 45? Oh, no. 45 is the last thing. 35. Whoa, my thing just got way bigger, but that's good because I can read it easier. No, every mid-year feat. There it is. Copy. I should just search Google instead of copy paste all the time. Let's see what this is. Mid-year feat. The mid-year feat was a competition held annually at the Crescent Jedi Temple during the reign of the Galactic Republic. The competition was held every year. In it, Jedi Masters who have earned the title of Blade Master would duel each other using Form 2 of lightsaber combat. Makashi before the tournament. Before the tournament, the participants would raise their blades to the traditional Makashi flourish and salute. Afterwards, the duels would continue until all challengers have either been defeated or can concede. Blade Masters exhibit their skills for their fellow Jedi in the exterior courtyard of the Jedi Temple, which is, where it was, marked by an opening salute and a blade flourish. Duels are run until all challengers have been disarmed or have conceded. The use of Form 2 experienced a resurgence during the last war, when Jedi Knights found themselves facing armies of saber-wielding Sith, which Sith is the enemy of Jedi. Makashi's fluid attacks and fence provided a critical edge during these duels to the death. Fewer Padawans have elected to study Form 2 in the years, following the defeat of the Sith at Rusan. I like saying Rusan, like Russia in a Russian accent. Rusan. Because the odds of encountering a lightsaber-wielding enemy are not close to 0. And Obi-Wan Kenobi said, "Wishful thinking, Master Qui-Gon's student. Wishful thinking. Master Qui-Gon's students have fallen and become dangerous. I fear more threats have yet to be uncovered." However, the guy who wrote this chapter, somewhere, can't find him. The guy who wrote this chapter, considers Form 2 to be the most disciplined of all forms, and he still encourages this study. There's that. And this is the Form 3 lightsaber combat, or Saurus. The third form, Saurus, also known as the Resilience form, or the Way of the Mynock, and Mynock is like a weird bird. I forget what it was. You can tell down there it's a weird bird. Yeah, the Mynock were a species of silicon-based bat-like parasites that chewed on the power cables and energy conductors of starships and could drain a ship's energy power supply. They reproduced by splitting in two and growing new creatures from each half. Mynocks Minocs were capable of surviving in the atmospheres of planets and the vacuum of space. Though only a few varieties lived on planets, they were also known to inhabit asteroid fields and the gullets of Exogorths, where they shared in the mills. Minocs were remotely related to Tibides, who are large flying creatures native to Stygian Prime, who were also a nuisance to star pilots. I'm gonna stop there. Let's see. So, Way of the Minoc. It is the ultimate expression of defense, and its matters are said to be impervious to all forms of attack. Those who wish to study Form 3 are advised to practice their meditation for Solus in the most inward directed of all forms. I'm gonna move my computer a little bit. Let's see. You are to be the calm eye of the storm as your enemies rage about you. Form 3 is the ideal lightsaber style for intercepting blaster fire and is commonly among Explorer Corps. I've seen that a lot in Star Wars, where they just use their sabers to block blaster fire members. It is commonly used among Explorer Corps members and other Jedi who have spent time on the Rim. A lone Jedi can withstand an ambush of 20 blaster-wielding thugs by dropping into moving meditation. By using this enlightened state, a Jedi can perceive the positions of each enemy and the moves necessary to intercept every bolt. Because this technique, called the Circle of Shelter, it's a precognitive state. Prolonged use of it may open a Jedi's mind to long-term visions. Tham said, "I like this. I'm already mastering control. Think I'll be a natural at Soresu. 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 Let's see what that is. Or Form 3. I thought it was like a planet. Therefore, when a Jedi is faced with a single blaster carrying brute, a deflecting slash is advised. This technique catches a single bolt and swats it aside, giving the Jedi an opportunity to advance before the attacker can get off a second shot. Bolts can be turned back on the same vector from which they came, but its precision move is more commonly used under Form V, which I'm bad with Roman numerals, which I think is 4. I think it's 4 though, and then next up is 5 and such. When using Form 3 to fight another saber-wielding enemy, a Jedi should pull all moves close to the body and seldom make sweeps or lunges. This creates a strong defense cocoon that makes it difficult for an enemy to land more than a glancing blow. But it means that a Form 3 master is unable to mount a counterattack. Yet, the minimalist defense preserves the Jedi's energy reserves while simultaneously tiring an opponent, and an exhausted enemy will eventually slip up, allowing a Form 3 master to score a victory. That's a really good technique, man. Ataru is the 4th form taught at the temple. It is also known as the aggression form, or the Way of the Hawkbat, which I think this is the actual animal that I was thinking about when we searched that other animal. So the hawkbat. Yeah, it is. Boom. Hawkbat. The hawkbat, I keep dropping it. I don't like dropping it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate dropping it. Where did it go? Oh, I went under my chair somewhere. Where did that thingy go? Oh, wow, went all the way over there. That is so surprising. Oh, there it is. Oi. Anyway, let's continue. Nothing happened. Hawkbats were reptilian creatures with a curved beak and leathery wings that could be found on urbanized worlds like Crescent and Terrius. And sorry if I say these words wrong, or I mean these planets wrong, or worlds wrong. Or the way of the hawkbat, fittingly. Its kinetic moves require its practitioner to stay almost constantly on the offense. I discourage its study among Padawans, whose youthful energy too often translates its sloppy executions of the Form IV candidates. To an outsider, Form IV appears to be a blur of lunges and leaps. Its acrobatic style is best practiced by Jedi who possess talents of enhancing their speed and stamina through the Force. Even so, Form IV is exhausting and is best employed in short but devastating bursts. Thus, if you cannot find a way to penetrate your opponent's defenses after repeated efforts, it is best to withdraw from a fight you are not likely to win. I almost said like we. Let's see. Yoda up here says, against multiple enemies, only a true Atar-U master will prevail. The moves of Atar-U are numerous, and the style is more disciplined than its wild rush would indicate. Many moves are related to the falling leaf technique, which came into favor during the most recent war against the Sith. These include the Hawkbat swoop, a surprise strike, and quick withdrawal before the enemy has a chance to react. The Saber Sworn aims multiple short stabs at enemies to force them into a defensive posture. To accomplish any of these moves, a Form IV practitioner must have mastered the footwork of Suma. Unlike other, more rooted forms, Atar-U requires Jedis to use all axes of motion. My friend just texted me. Within three-dimensional space. Jung Su Ma. I have a friend that was going to join my stream, but she don't know how. Go to YouTube and go to my channel. That's all I can say. Yeah. Okay, Jungsu Ma, a rapid spin, Tansu Ma, a somersault, and Ensu Ma, a cartwheel. A skilled Jedi uses all three moves in conjunction with the Force to leap higher and jab faster than opponents can react, as well as to keep tired muscles energized until the end of the battle. What I would think you would have to do is go to YouTube, go to my channel, Fluffy2840, and then it should show like a video looking thing, but on the bottom it says live now. Let's see what else. Form IV is best used against a single opponent. Against multiple foes, a Jedi will need to adopt at least the pretense of defense, at which point a shift to Form VI is advisable, which I think is 6, unless you are a true Ataru master. The moves of Ataru are numerous in the oh, I think I already read that. Whoops. We already. Oh, we didn't read this one. So Tham said, "Doesn't exactly look like this when someone's flying at you." I would love to see someone flying at me upside down. That would be amazing. Now let's see the equipment that you would have to be a Jedi Knight, Jedi Master, or Jedi Knight, Jedi Master, Jedi Padawan, or Jedi Intendant. Let's see what you have to have. So as a Padawan, one of the hardest things to get used to is the amount of travel you'll need to tackle. Coruscant isn't your home anymore. You can find yourself on any planet in the galaxy. Dealing with snow, sand, methane, or magma, the only advice I can give you is to be prepared. And like I said when we went up to that map on page 22, there are about 5,000, or actually no, I said 5 million. There are about 5 million galaxies when Star Wars happened. Kenobi said, better to carry a full belt than risk being ill-prepared. Instead of not prepared, he said ill-prepared. Before you and your master leave on any missions, you'll probably need to visit the Quartermaster. In the Quartermaster's office, you can receive a supply of mission-specific gear to outfit you for whatever tasks has been assigned to you by the Jedi Council. The most important thing to do on a mission is to follow the lead of your master. You are a Padawan and you are still learning, but that doesn't mean you should not be ready. It's important to know your surroundings and your equipment. You should learn the strengths and weaknesses of your standard field equipment package. The A88 Aquata breather is rated for up to 2 hours of oxygen intake, but is easily calibrated for mixtures of different gases. If you belong to a species with specific respiratory needs, these breathers are more commonly used for underwater travel, but they can easily save your life in toxic or thin atmospheres. The Jedi Beacon transceiver should be kept with you at all times. It is a hyperwave device keyed to the temple on a proprietary signal-locked frequency. That means you can instantly communicate with the temple from a range of up to 48,000 light years, which 48,000 doesn't seem like that far away, but if you add the light years to it, whew, that's far. Or, I was like, what was that? But I know what that was. One sec, guys. Okay. I'm back. 48 light years worth another Jedi's transceiver, as long as the signal is bounced through the temple first. In an emergency, this device will allow you to receive news from the Jedi Order. The compressed air grappling hook comes equipped with a liquid reservoir. When the hook is fired, the liquid hardens, turning into a high tensible cable with a maximum length of 21 meters and a tested breaking point of 550 kilometers. You guys will get to hear her voice, I think. What? My friend just said that this live stream is not a very good live broadcast. Why do you say that?
Like it. I mean, I think it would be good for me too. I just don't think you'd like it.
Let's keep reading. So at the end, at the 550 I almost said kilometers, kilograms, Tham said, "Hardly. It broke when we evacuated the Princess of Quanxia down the palace wall." Which, if we search the
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Princess of Mars, that's hilarious. QUANDU CIA.
Nice, Isaac. That's a very good live broadcast.
Oh! Oh, you said that's a very good, not a very good. I thought she said something, Isaac, not a very good live broadcast, but she said she said nice, Isaac, that's a very good live broadcast. And you're probably thinking, why did I just say my name out loud? It's because this channel used to be Isaac Fazenbaker, but now it's Fluffy2840 because that's what I wanted it to be. So I decided, meh. Okay, we can't find the princess. We can't find the princess of QUANDU CIA L. Okay, so there is an L. So the princess of Konosuba is a female. I hate when that happens. I don't know why. Is a female individual. A female individual who was the princess of the Outer Rim planet Coruscant during the last century of the Galactic Republic. On one occasion during her time at the position, she had to be evacuated from her residence and received help from Jedi Padawan Tham, who intended to lower the princess down the wall of the palace by using a grappling hook. Despite having the tested breaking point of 550 kilograms, however, the device broke during the attempt. That person later recorded the event in his copy of the Jedi Training Guidebook, the Jedi Path, a Manual for Students of the Force, which we read. Okay, what's a keep reading? Ah, I almost fell. Wait, JP, you put a question mark. Are you there? Are you still on my live stream? I thought you left a long time ago and you decided never to come back, but you're back, I think. Okay, anyway, let's keep reading. So, the comlink is a Clutchtech KP009. Let's see what that is. I almost exit that out. So, it's a model comlink that was found in a standard Jedi field. That comlink was found in a standard Jedi field utility belt. It came with a factory guaranteed range of 100 kilometers and could produce a sound of white noise to prevent eavesdroppers. This is a durable model with a factory guaranteed range of 100 kilometers. Yep. To permit a surface-to-orbit communications, and can also emit a shroud of white noise to block eavesdroppers. Yep. Use this to stay in touch with your master if you are separated. OG said, also carry a smuggler's scrambler Jedi signals. Also carry a smuggler's scrambler. Jedi signals are easily interrupted by slicers. The image caster, let's see what that is. Search on Google. So image caster just shows an image like that. The image caster projects holo maps or other 3D images. This includes holographic communications when used in conjunction with your beacon transceiver. Other items, including nutrient capsules, a glow rod, and lightsaber repair tools, are standard issue equipment in any field kit. These items can be found in your utility belt. And Anakin underlined a glow rod and said, "Why not just use your lightsaber? Come on, people. A lightsaber glows. Why not just use your lightsaber instead of a glow rod?" So the person that wrote this book at times worked as a Jedi investigator and have gained experience among regular people, which led me to confront a disagreeable truth. The Force is limited in its applications. A talented Jedi can detect the emotional residue from an object and even perceive flashes of past events, but sometimes the Force fails you. In those instances, you should feel no shame in turning over your investigation to one of our GN66 Analyze droids, which I can tell you what those are. Those are droids that you give them something, and they scan it and analyze it to figure out what it is. So, I'm going to read this whole thing and then read Dooku's note. The temple's Analyze chamber is on level Alec 5 in the first knowledge quarter. This facility is equipped for full spectral and molecular analyses of artifacts and data recordings. Don't let an over-resilience on Jedi trainings prevent you from using this resource once in a while. Dooku said, "Agreed. Unlike some Jedi, I've no objection to working with droids." The chamber has several Cybot Galacta GN66 units, along with a handful of SP4 models to tackle the more manual duties. And sorry that I'm saying all these words wrong, even though they're pretty easy to say. Mental duty. The facility is, by necessity, entirely sterile. The laboratory is scoured of all microorganisms that might taint the proceedings, and in many cases is kept at full vacuum. Anything you wish to drop off for scanning by the droids should be left in the receiving slot, along with a summary of what you hope to discover, which Tham underlined it and said, "Remember to be specific, or the droids may blow a fuse." An overview of the object. You must leave a summary of what you hope to uncover, an overview of the object, and an explanation of how it came into your possession. From experience, the person that wrote this book recommends that you simply state the desired outcome of the analysis, not the specific scans needed to determine that outcome. The equipment in this facility can create a hollow image of a single atomic bond, so very little can escape its attention. Any given sample may be subject to, at least, thermal, micro-optic, electromagnet, chemical, sonic, and radiation testing. The Chamber's computers are linked to both the Jedi Archives and the Galactic City Police Central Database, so any criminal evidence is likely to find a match as soon as the analysis has run its course. It's up to us Jedi to gather the data, but the droids are programmed to take it from there. What page are we on? 36 of 45. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done with this book. Once you leave the temple on a mission, the variety and complexity of life outside the Coruscant becomes inescapable. For reasons both biological and cultural, many species play specialized roles in interstellar relations. What follows is a particular list of those influential culture players, but it's a good idea to dive in and interact with them firsthand. Here's what Doros are among the galaxy's oldest space travelers, originating on the core world of Doro. They are in fact rarely found there. Instead, they dominate the ranks of 4 higher pilots, or the ranks of bounty hunters, and the staffs of busy space stations. In my experience, a Doros always has a story to tell, but it helps if you buy a round of Gizer Owls first. The births of Clakador the something number, VII, are mathematicians. They're also outstanding musicians, which to them is really just another way of saying the same thing. Births perceive musical tones as easily as other species see colors, so don't miss a chance to take in a live performance. I love music, if you know me. Hergliks have been in the business of interstellar trade for over 27,000 years. The Jedi Temple is one of many Coruscant entities that employs Hergliks for the import and export of contracts. Humans dominate much of the politics here on Coruscant. I'm gonna just keep saying Coruscant because I totally forgot how to say it. Actually, the Coruscants are a unique and memorable human breed. They're brave, cocky, and charmistic. They consider themselves better pilots than any Doros could ever hope to be. And Luke said, "Yes, this sounds like Han Wedge too." Let's see who Han Wedge is. Han Wedge. I'm waiting for it to pop up if it does. Han Wedge. Cole Han Wedge. Cole Han Wedge. Star Han Wedge. Star Wars. Hand wedges are big, man. Okay. Star Wars woman's slip-on sneakers. Those don't look like sneakers. Hire a solstant when you need a navigator or a guide, because the species evolved inside the volcanic warrants of Solast. It is nearly impossible for a Stolstan to get lost. Hutts, of course, rule Hutt space, the galaxy's largest political power other than the Republic, now that the war with the Sith is over. Hutts are brilliant strategists who often think 5 moves ahead, so don't underestimate them. Bothans are in charge of Bothan space, a small enclave centered on Bothamyi. in the mid-rim. Because the territory is politically neutral, it is a haven for species from 1,000 different factors. Squibs are among the galaxy's greatest scavengers. Sorry. Let's read this and then read Kenobi's note. Though they have a reputation as thieves. Obi-Wan Kenobi said, "They are thieves. Why Master Qui Gon thinks it's okay to let them pocket my focusing crystal, I can't imagine." So basically, the main author they're saying is Qui Gon. Let's see who this guy is. Q-U-I-G-O-N. Q-U-I... Oh, stop it. G-O-N. Let's see who this guy is. He is a male human Jedi Master born on Coruscant, I can't say it, during the designing days of the Galactic Republic. He was trained by Count Dooku. Jin was considered a maverick within the Jedi Order, one who did not always follow the Jedi Code. According to his Padawan, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jin could have been a member of the Jedi High Council if he had followed the code. In the years prior to his death, Jin began studying the secrets of eternal conscience after death, having long been a student of the living force. After the Trade Federation blockaded Naboo, Jin and Kenobi were sent by Supreme Chancellor Finis to negotiate a peaceful... Nah, we're not going to read that. Never mind. Let's not read that. Let's keep on going. Let's see. Thieves. Squibs are screwed judges of value and can fix machines that appear hopelessly damaged. Squibs have gotten me out of more than a few jams, though the experiences did some damage to my credit line with the temple. Ahsoka also said, "They're battlefield scavengers too. Good source of data on set movements." What are set movements? Nope, can't see what set movements are. Let's keep going. Page 38 of 45. We're almost done with the book. My specialty is alien biology, and as a Jedi, I recognize that the fundamental unifier of all life is the Force. It is fascinating how the Force inspires such a variety of change and adaptation, even allowing a species to develop barriers that redirect the Force's natural flow. I'm going to read... Actually, I'm going to stop here. Never mind. I'm not going to read this. So, what we're going to do on page 38, we are going to stop here on... Oh, I did not mean to do fine. I meant to edit this. Edit. Page 38. Did I say 38? Yep. So, we're going to stop at page 38 and end the live stream here. So, hi guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my live stream. If you did and you haven't already, leave a thumbs up. I like this. I like that I got Earth Talk back, even though this isn't the normal Earth Talk. It still talks about stuff in the Earth, so it's pretty good. If you guys are liking the Jediism Earth Talk type series, leave a like. If you liked anything, leave a like. I'm liking it. But I'm not a Jedi. No. Never gonna be a Jedi. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. I know I'm not making videos and I'm just doing live streams now, but hopefully I'll get back into the videos. And yeah, maybe we can, you know, do some fluffy shorts, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Bye!